Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Welcome to today's math class. Children, last class we discussed about ratio. What is mean by ratio? And also we solved few applications based on the ratio. Ratio is nothing but comparison of two quantities, but division method is called ratio. And also I said that to find the ratio, both the quantities must be same units. If both quantities are having different units, we will make them to same units, then we find the ratio. And also I said that there are no units for ratio. Now let's see here what is mean by proportion. Here proportion is nothing but four quantities are said to be proportion if the ratio of first and the second quantity is equal to ratio of third and fourth quantities. It means the ratio of first two quantities equal ratio of next two quantities. Simply we can say that if two ratios are equal, they are in proportion. And use this symbol to express the equality of two ratios. This symbol is proportion symbol, four dots. We can read as is proportional to. Or instead of this, we can use this also equal symbol. Both tells that two ratios are equal. So when we have two ratios are equal, then the four terms, whatever they involved, four terms, they are in proportion. Let us see one example where we can see the proportion in daily life. Suppose Sai sells some apples. Sai sells the apples. He is going to sell 3 kg of apples for 90 rupees. And one more salesman, Kashi, he sells the apples. Kashi sells the apples. 8 kg of apples. How many kgs better? He is going to sell 3 kg. Here 8 kg. 8 kg of apples for 120 rupees. How many rupees? 120 rupees. Sorry, he is going to sell some 240 rupees. How many rupees? 240 rupees. Now here I want to know whose apples are more expensive. Like Sai is going to sell the apples for more expensive, or Kashi is selling the apples for more expensive. To know that, let us find the ratio of their weight of apples. Ratio of weight of apples. Weight of apples. So what is the ratio of the weight of apples? 3 kg to 8 kg. 3 kg to 8 kg. Let me write here 3 kg by 8 kg. So kg cancel, 3 by 8. It is already simplest form. There is no common factor for 3 and 8. Let us write 3 is to 8. Now let us find the ratio of their cost of apples. Ratio of cost of apples. See what is the ratio of cost of apples better? Here the cost of Sai 3 kg apples is 90 rupees and cost of the Kashi apples is 240 rupees. Rupees cancel, 0 cancel. Yes, you can see here. Now you can see better. The remaining terms are 9 by 24. 9, 24. What is the common factor? 2 plus 4, 6. 3 table possible. These both are 3 table possible. 3 is the common factor for both numerator and denominator. Let us divide 3 table. 3 3 is 9. 3 8 is 24. We can write here 3 by 8. This gives 3 is to 8. What we can observe here? The ratio of weight of apples. So here we can write ratio of weight of apples is equal. Both the ratios are equal. 3 is to 8. 3 is to 8. Both the ratios are equal. It means the ratio of weight of apples equal to ratio of cost of apples. Ratio of cost of apples. Now from this what we can conclude? Whose apples are more expensive? Both are same. We can say that both the apples are same cost. Both the apples sold by Sai and Kashi are also same cost. You can see better, they gave an example. They gave here some example. Determine the following are in proportion. Asking to verify these four numbers are in proportion or not. About proportion, what is it? Four quantities are said to be proportion. Here we have four quantities. When we can say these four quantities are in proportion, let us see. If the ratio of first and the second quantities, now find the ratio of first and second quantities equal to ratio of third and fourth quantities. So when we can say these four quantities are in proportion, find the ratio of first and second quantities. Then you can find the ratio of third and fourth quantities. If the ratio of first and second quantity equal to the ratio of third and fourth quantity, if two ratios are equal, then we can say that these four quantities are in proportion. So let us find the ratio of first two quantities. Yes, now let me find the ratio of first two quantities. Ratio of first two quantities, which implies 15 by 45. What is mean by ratio? Let us compare the first and second quantities. Comparison of these two quantities by which method? Division method. So what is the common factor? 5 table, 15 table. We can divide with 15 table. 15 1 is 15. 53 is 45. I got 1 by 3, which is equal to 1:3. After getting the simplest form, we can write with the help of ratio symbol, and we can read as 1:3. The ratio of first two quantities is 1:3. Now let us find the ratio of third and fourth quantities. Ratio of third and fourth quantities. Compare the third and fourth quantities by division method. The third quantity is 40 and the fourth one is 120. 0 0 cancel, and the leftover part is 4 by 12. We can write 4 1s are 4 3s are 12 is equal to how much? 1:2. 1:3. The ratio of first two quantities 1:3. The ratio of third and fourth quantities is 1:3. The ratio of first and second quantities equal to ratio of third and fourth quantities. Now what we can say? The given four numbers are in proportion. Yes. Now we can say that here from above, what we can say beta? The ratio of 15:45. The ratio of first two quantities equal to the ratio of third and fourth quantities. Ratio of third and fourth quantities. We got to beta. First two we got 1:3. Third, fourth we got 1:3. Means both the ratios are equal. Both the ratios are equal. So the equality of two ratios is called proportion. What we can write now? Therefore 15 comma 45 comma 40 comma 120 are in proportion. So that is the way you can verify the given four quantities are proportion or not. Find the ratio of first two quantities, then find the ratio of third and fourth quantities. If these two ratios are equal, the given four terms are in proportion. If not, not a proportion. Not only this method, we have one more alternate method to verify the given four quantities are proportion or not. Let us see that alternate method also. So what are the given numbers beta? 15 comma 45 comma 40 comma 120. So these are the given four numbers. Okay children, let's see another method. How can we verify the given four quantities are proportion or not? So here we have the first method. Find the ratio of first two quantities. Then you find the ratio of second two quantities. If the ratio of first two quantities equal to the ratio of second two quantities, then these four quantities are in proportion. The equality of two ratios is called proportion. So let us go with another alternate method to verify the given four quantities are proportion or not. Now here the first two terms, mean the middle two terms, these middle two terms are called means. What do we call beta? Means or middle terms, or they called as middle terms. These two terms, they are middle only. They are called middle terms or means. And these corner terms are going to called as extremes. What do we call beta? Extremes. Now to verify the given four quantities are proportion or not, we have a condition here. So we can verify the condition. So here we have a condition that product of means is equal product of extremes. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Multiply the means and multiply the extremes. If both LHS and RHS are equal, then we can say the given four quantities are proportion. If they are not equal, the given four quantities are not in proportion. So let us multiply the means. 45 into 40. The product of means is equal to product of extremes 15 into 120. Multiply 15 into 120. Let us multiply this both. 4 5 is 20. 0 to carry. 4 into 4 16. 16 plus 2 18. So one more 0 there. 1800 I got. We'll multiply this 15 0 0. 15 2s are 30. 0 3 carry. 15 1 15 plus 3. 18. 1800 is equal to 1800. Yes, we got product of means is equal to product of extremes. Both are equal. So given four quantities are proportion. In case if they are not equal, not proportion. Yes, so what we can write? So 15 comma 45 comma 40 comma 120 are in proportion. So like that we have two different methods to verify the given four quantities are proportion or not. The first method, find the ratio of first two, find the ratio of second two. If both the ratios are equal, proportion. Second method, middle two terms we call it as means, and this corner two terms are called extremes. You can verify this condition. The product of means equal to product of extremes. Both are equal, result proportion. If not, not a proportion. Children, here we have some problems based on the proportion. Let us see here. This is from second mean. Exercise 12.2 beta. Second bit. Write true or false. F bit. They give 0.9 is to 0.36 is proportional to 10 is to 4. In question they said these two ratios are equal. The meaning of this symbol is two ratios are equal, which we can read as is proportional to. In question they said these two ratios are equal, I mean proportion. We have to verify it is true or false. We have two methods to verify the given four quantities are proportion or not. So let me go with second method. As I said just now, we have a condition, the product of means equal to product of extremes. These middle terms are called means or middle terms, and these corner terms are called extremes. What do you call it? Extremes. So to verify the given four quantities are proportion or not, what formula I gave you beta? I said product of means. Sir, multiply the means is equal to product of extremes. Product of extremes. Just you can multiply the means and extremes. If both are equal, the given four quantities are proportion. Multiply the means beta. 0.36 into 10. Now multiply the extremes. 0.9 into 4. 0.9 into 4. You can multiply this both. Will give the answer 3.6. And you can multiply here. Even here also will get 3.6. Now what we can write beta, both ratios are equal. You can see if you want, you can multiply here 0.36 into 10, 0 0 0, 1 table C, 1 6 is 6, 1 3 is 3, 1 0 0. So 0 6 3. Here we have 2 digit before decimal point. So from the back upwards 2 digit before decimal point we can read as 3.6. Even this also can multiply 0.9 into 4 beta. 4 9 is 36, 6 3 carry. 4 0 0 plus 3 3 only. 1 digit before point 3.6. So both are equal. If two ratios are equal, I mean the product of means equal, product of extremes. What is the meaning of that? The given four quantities are in proportion. So what we can write? It is true. The given statement is true. What they said? The terms are in proportion. Yes, they are in proportion. Next, write true or false. 45 km is to 60 km equal to 12 hours is to 15 hours. Both the quantities must be same units. Then only we can find the ratio. Kilometer, kilometer. We can find the ratio. Hours, hours, both are same units, find the ratio. In case different units, we make them to same, then we find the ratio. Question they said, these two ratios are equal. We need to verify if both are equal, true. If not, false. You can go for solution. These middle terms are called, I said, means. Middle two terms are called means. And these corner two terms are called extremes. What do we call beta? Extremes. You can multiply the means. So we have a condition to verify the proportion or not. Product of means is equal to, we can write product of extremes. So multiply the means, I mean middle terms, which is 60 into 12. 60 into 12 is equal to product of extremes 45 into 15. 12 0 0, 12 6 72, 720 I got. 15 5 75, 5 7 carry. 15 4 60, 15 5 75, 5 7 carry. 15 4 60, 60 plus 7, 67 I got. 675. Now what we can say beta? Is both the ratios equal? No, they are not equal. By means by multiplying I got 720, but extremes by multiplying I got 675. How much I got? 675. Both the ratios mean both are not equal. Product of means is not equal to product of extremes. So what we can write? It is false statement. Not correct. They are not equal ratios. Next, determine the following ratios is proportion. Also write the middle terms and extremes where the ratios are found. So verify these are proportional or not. If they are proportion, write the middle terms and extremes. You can see better 200 ml, 2.5 ml, both are same units. Both are same units. Here you can see 4 rupees and 50 rupees. Both are same units. If both are same units, then only can apply this formula. If suppose here kilometers, here meters, first we will make them the same units. Then we will apply the formula. Here you can see both are same units. Sorry, here milliliter beta. Sorry, milliliter, liter. Both are different units. We will make them to same units first. We will make them to same units first. This I can go with first method. See, we can do second method also. Let me take the ratio of first two terms. 200 ml is to 2.5 liter. So both I want to express into milliliters. I know that 1 liter is equal to how much beta? 1000 ml. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml. So this is already there in terms of ml. Right, as it is 2.5 liter beta. 1 liter 1000 ml. 2 liters 2000 ml. 0.5 liters 500 ml. Total will get 2500 ml. Still you have a doubt? You can put rougher. You can see 2.5 liter. 2.5. In the place of liter, we can write in bracket 1000 ml. Multiply this, which gives you 2500 ml. Okay, na? Now both the quantities are same units. Now you can compare them by division. So 200 ml by 2500 ml. ml cancel, 2 zeros cancel. I got the ratio 2 by 25. It is simplest form. There is no other common factor. The ratio is 2 is 25. Then you can find the ratio of third and fourth quantities. Third and fourth quantities. Rupees 4 is to rupees 50. Rupees and rupees, both the quantities having same units. Let us compare them by division method. Rupees 4 by rupees 50. 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4. 1 0 2 5 is 10 is equal 2 by 25. What I got better 2 is to 25. Now you can see here the ratio of first two quantities 2 is 25 and the ratio of third and fourth quantities also 2 is to 25. So both the ratios are equal. The equality of two ratios is called proportion. So what we can write now? Yes. Now we can write 200 ml comma 200 ml is to 5 liter and rupees 4 comma rupees 50. We can write instead of this and better we can use the symbol proportion. What is the meaning of that? These two ratios are equal to these two ratios. So now they are in proportion. After that, if they are in proportion, now the given four terms are in proportion. So they said if they are proportion, asking to write the middle terms and extremes also. Let us write the middle terms here. So here the middle terms are nothing but means. So what are the middle terms, beta? 2.5 liter and rupees 4. So middle terms are 2.5 liter comma rupees 4. And we write the extremes. Here the extremes are 200 ml comma. Extremes are 200 ml comma rupees 50. And when you are going to apply this formula, simply don't multiply the product of means and product of extremes. Before that, you can check once these two ratios having same units or not. Kilometer, both the ratios are same units. Okay. If in case both are different units, you convert them to same units. Do the same thing even in third and fourth quantity also. This third and fourth quantity must contain the same units. In case if they are different units, you make them to same. I mean, you make the first and second quantities are same units and make the third and fourth quantities are same units. Then you can apply this formula to know the given four quantities are proportional or not. Suppose if I have a like 2 rupees comma 5 paise, 2 rupees is 5 paise is proportional to 50 meter comma 60 meter. Now if I apply the formula like product of means equal to product of extremes, no, wrong it is. Here these both quantities are not same units, different units. Though here both are same units, but these both are different units. Convert them to same units. How sir? 1 rupee equal how much? 100 paisa. 2 rupees 200 paisa. 200 paisa east 5 paisa is proportional to 50 meter east 60 meter. Now the first two quantities are same units, I say, and third and fourth quantities are same units, meter. Then you can apply this formula, product of means, product of extremes, and you can verify they are proportional or not. How? If both are equal, proportion. If not, not a proportion. So like that, you need to apply this formula. Yes, today class we discussed about proportion, which means the equality of two ratios. And we can verify the proportion when given four quantities proportion or not with the help of two different methods I said. Hope this concept is clear to you. Based on this, you try to complete the leftover problems from exercise 12.2. Thank you once again. We will meet in the next class.